APLD stock is still in a strong bullish trend, even though it hasn't shown a lot of strength of late. Currently down 12.29% in the pre-market session of today, the 15th of April 2025. In the post-market session of yesterday, the 14th, it reported lower than expected sales in its third quarter earnings outcomes. Okay, the figure was 52.9 million dollars. For the quarter that ended on the 28th of February, it was below the expectation of $64.8 million. Okay, so the CEO of the company went on to to insist that they have two different businesses. They have the cloud services unit and the data center business hosting unit. So according to him, there are they have two separate businesses with two different customer bases, and now they think that it's the best time to separate these two businesses, according to him. And they've been discussing with Macquarie Asset Management and Sumitomo Mitsui Bancorp, who will hopefully help them with everything. So let's see now, what do we have in terms of projections, in terms of the technicals. What we have here is that for the 10 and 21 day moving averages, as things stand right now, we are looking at a negative momentum. We are looking at downward pressure. We're looking at downward pressure as things stand right now, even though we have seen of late. Yeah, we're looking at downward pressure because currently, as I mentioned earlier on, we had the 12. It's down 12.48%. So things are negative as things stand right now. But if you look at this daily chart, you'll probably conclude that we might continue to print higher prices. As it was yesterday, as it was during the regular session of yesterday. The extrapolation of its 10-day moving averages for higher prices, that would also be the case. I believe that's the case for its 21-day moving average. Let's have a look. The extrapolation is to the upside, and it's being validated by the moving averages. By the momentum, by the extrapolation of the 10 and 21-day moving averages. High prices are being projected in the coming days. But this is the daily chart. If you look at the 4-hour chart, which is always active, yes, which is always alive, as against the daily chart. Let's see, we might get something different. Yeah, on the 4-hour chart, we have strength is for the higher prices. Some sort of moderation, some sort of consolidation is expected, and then maybe by later on this week we may expect to see higher prices. Let's have a look at the indicator and see if it's validating that. The momentum indicator is equally validating that some sort of consolidation with a bias to the upside. Is what is projected. What is projected? I think, yeah, if you like, something like or something of that nature. And then by Thursday of this week, Thursday the 17th, we might begin to see improved momentum. We might begin to see that. So, and as things stand right now, we have a couple of projections here. We have 6.05, 6.61, and 6.96. Earlier on, we had projections of the sort 9.44, 10.92, but we have based on how things are right now, we have added a few more projections. 6.11, which is similar to what the algos have calculated here. The algos have calculated 0.6105. We have 6.11, and they have calculated 6.61. We don't have that. We have 6.97. They also have 6.96 in March. And then we have further projections: 7.83, 9.44, a previous projection, 10.92. The probabilities of those prices printing are there, especially on this 4-hour chart. Let's see. Yeah, the probabilities of the stock printing all the way towards 10.92 is decent, but not very high. Absolutely not high, obviously, as you can imagine. The 6.11 easily looks good, even though given what has happened today, given this pre-market decline, um, the that probability has diminished somewhat, has degraded somewhat, but it's still very much there. I can say, you know, in the around the 40% or thereabouts, so just simply because it is coming from those sort of levels, so this is what's going on. And I'm a little a bit disappointed with the sales for the quarter that ended on the 28th of February. And as things stand right now, especially in its daily chart, we have declining momentum, downward setting pressure in place at the moment, even which has continued with this pre-market decline of 12.29%. But at the same time, the algos are projecting higher prices. They are projecting a consolidation for a couple of days, and then maybe a bounce will occur. We have actually seen a bounce already, but we don't exactly know whether it will continue or become a consolidation or something of that nature. So underlying trend on its daily chart is still is the underlying on the bullish trend is still very much intact, but everything is decaying. Everything is decaying. Not made any better with this current decline of 12.29%. So see what you make of APLD, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.